to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing. Okay. That's the difference between a man and a fucking child. You do not become a man doing what you feel like doing. You become a man doing what you're supposed to fucking do. The men of the Titanic didn't feel like dying that day. It's your duty. It is your duty to not be a fat piece of shit.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
It's not about feeling like doing it. If you only do things you feel like doing, you know what you end up doing?
What?
You end up sitting around with a belly drinking soya fucking latte bullshit. That's what you end up doing if you only do what you feel like doing. You have to wake up and say, I don't feel like training, but I must train. I will only drink water. I will watch Tate's speech.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man.
The emotionally immature man seeks out motivation to do something hard one time. The emotionally mature man uses discipline to do something hard 1,000 times.
It is so easy to beat people today. They are so soft. They have no work ethic. No one can stick with anything. Everyone's distracted. They're on social media. They're counting their f***ing notifications because they can't stick with shit.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
There's human beings that have different temperament and different minds and different mentality and a ruthless competitive drive that's almost terrifying to the ordinary person.
You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world.
When do you become a man? When you get a driver's license? Like, what do we do? You 16, we give you a driver's license. Okay, well, like, you get a job? Like, when do you become a man? You become a man when you become responsible for other people.
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best? I don't want to be normal. I want to make the difference. So everything I do, I want to make the difference. Because when I make the difference, I'm the best. And that is not arrogance, that is confidence.
There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you.
You should push yourself beyond your limits of tolerance in your 20s to find out where it is. How much can you work? How disciplined can you become?
Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you.
Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in.
If you think about the difference between winners and losers, winners define themselves by what they made happen, and losers define themselves by what happened to them.
You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? Maybe you're a piece of shit. Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are in life, because obviously you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are.
What is holding you back? Nothing. Yourself, myself. So we got to commit. Get it done.
Every day is a chance to win or to lose. What you did yesterday in your business, what you did yesterday at the gym, what you did yesterday to level up in your knowledge or in your network doesn't really matter. Every single day you need to show up because you're only as good as your last shot.